For my banner, just some 31 minutes after 8. So confidentiality is key to building trust in any sphere of life, be it medical or religious. Confidentiality refers to a set of rules or a promise that limits access or places restrictions on certain types of lawyers are often required by law to, for instance, keep confidential anything pertaining to the representation of a client, and so do medical practitioners. So here in Ghana, are people legally bound to exercise confidentiality? What if any or, people have the options available if a person thinks that their right to confidentiality has been infringed upon? What are the options that they have in a relationship? Can you also exercise these rights? And even as journalists, well, my guest is a very popular lawyer in Ghana today. He's been saying things, and I'll tell you some of the things that he's been saying. But Dr. Morris Ampao is the president of the Legal Advocacy Foundation. He joins us every week, and we're happy to have him here again this week. Good morning to you, Dr. Ampao.
Morning, my sister.
We're talking confidentiality, but there's something that you've said that's making a lot of headlines in the Ghanaian media today. You are reported as saying that the police should arrest the Black Stars captain Asamoah Gyan because he was with Castro when he went missing.
I think people got me wrong. The reportage was not the way I presented it. I said that...
You didn't call for Asamoah Gyan's arrest?
Look, I said, invite all those who joined Castro or Janet to Adan, and then treat them as suspects. Then the one who interviewed me asked him, if you invite and they don't come, I said, if you invite, police invite you and don't come, you'll be arrested. But sensationalism to make the story, so the headline is lawyer calls for the arrest of Asamoah Gyan and they even Opambo. What you see? But I don't.
But did you mention?
Yes, I mentioned. Yes, I mentioned Opambo because I said, look, Opambo should be invited because you claim to know where Castro is, and if someone is missing and you make a claim that you know where you can find Castro, then the Constitution places a duty on you to assist the police. So I said that Opambo should be invited so that he can assist in investigations. So the issue is quite simple. No.
But is it because perhaps you know that Asamoah Gyan and co have not given a statement? They haven't spoken to the police?
Yes, you see, the reason is simple. I was looking at it from this end. There has been a disappearance of a celebrity and one of the girls who is also dear to the family. Now, if police is getting into any investigations, there should be a complainant. Who is the complainant in this matter? Has the police come out to tell us who the complainants are? Is the complainant the friends of Castro or the family of Janet and this thing? Now, who is the suspect? In every given station, when there is a crime or you are suspecting, you must have suspects. Because you see, the disappearance of a person connotes two crimes. Either he has been kidnapped or murdered. But murder will be a serious thing because you must find his body. So the police will proceed on the fact that either the person has been kidnapped. So what you do is that anybody associated with the trip should be a suspect.
But do we know for sure if the police is already not doing what you're saying?
My worry is that when my later checks, credible information shows that Asamoah Gyan has not been treated as a suspect. That's my worry. If
but why are you singling him out?
No,
why should he be treated as a suspect?
Asamoah Gyan and friends. You see, I cannot be mentioning all. From information, I know that Asamoah Gyan, Bafo Gyan, John Boy, but I don't know the full complement of those who went. But Asamoah Gyan is the key.
So all of these persons that you mentioned should be treated as suspects.
Anybody who is part of a trip, who saw Janet, had interaction with Janet before the disappearance, you treat them as suspects.
Is that normal? Is that what
that is the
happens?
Normal criminal procedure investigation?
But the fact is, we still don't know even if they saw her. I mean, we don't know.
That is why you should suspect. Anytime a police, unless the police tell me that disappearance is no crime, unless the police is telling me that, look, they are not suspecting any foul play, therefore, all that they are interested in searching for Castro and then Janet. But the moment a matter is reported of a missing person, like Sueba, then the police must be clear who are the possible suspects. If you don't proceed on that, then you end up not getting it right. And if you look at criminal proceedings and then criminal investigations, once there's a report, the question is that was the incident reported? If you go to Ada, it was reported. Who made a report? The police, after report, will have police action. Action to be taken. So now, when a visitor comes in, what are they investigating? And who are they taking statement from? The question is that those who are taking statement from, are you taking statement from as only witnesses, or who are the people suspecting? If you are investigating crime and there is no suspect, then the investigation is not criminal investigations. And I'm not saying that they should charge Asamoah. That's what people are getting, Asamoah and their friends. No, if you are treated as suspects, they don't charge you, they caution you, and they take your statement. So suspects are cautioned, statements are taken, then they grant you police inquiry bail, then you go. The investigation goes on. A witness is not cautioned.
Okay.
A witness writes statement and leaves.
I guess what I would do from here would be to find out from the police.
The police have refused. They are not, since Friday, they have refused to make any statement. The PR have refused to make any statement.
Yeah, maybe because okay, let me just say that with AM, we haven't called.
You see,
so we have
as of now, today, the information is that the regional commander, Tema, he said that the police is continuing with the search. So you realize that the police is interested in search, but not finding out those who are behind. If you are searching, then it means that disappearance is no more a crime. It is better the police is not suspecting foul play. That's the conclusion.
We'll do a follow-up on
so
this
let
particular
the police
we'll do a follow-up
speak on the issues. It's a matter of public interest. I've received a lot of insults and attack, but I don't care, because see, you don't build a nation on insults. Anybody who insults when a legal opinion is expressed is not helping issues. And Bible says, for lack of knowledge, my people perish. So those who are insulting are not helping the discourse. I've stated a legal opinion. You need the police to respond to my legal opinion and lawyers to respond, but not to insult. Because if you don't do that, you see what we are doing is that we are setting a bad precedent.
Okay.
Anytime somebody disappears, then we will go and search for the person. So I take you to the beach, you disappear, I go to the person and say that, oh, I went to the beach and then you got drawn and I'm free. Now as you speak now, my information says that Rajan is gone. If he's under police inquiry bail, they will tell you can go, but you have to report on this and that date. If the ordinary person, a layman, the downtrodden, got himself in the situation we find ourselves, you see the police coming in to arrest, detain, and then
let me also continue from there, and let's see where we would arrive at. I promise you I'll get in touch with the police, but let's talk about confidentiality.
Yeah, definitely.
Because that's what we're tackling this week. Are Ghanaians bound, to exercise this kind of law?
Yes, definitely. You see, confidentiality simply means keeping secret. And to keep secret is divine. Anybody who don't know how to keep secret is evil. And not that you are evil.
Really?
Yes.
Like, don't go gossip.
Yes, you are evil, and also you can create a lot of problems, security situations, and you can divide and rule. So keeping secret is divine. You realize that God has kept a secret from mankind, and even Jesus Christ. God does not. I'm not going to want to blaspheme, but God even does not trust Jesus Christ and the Holy Spirit with certain information. Should I tell you?
Where is this one coming from? Yes, tell me.
I'm saying that the God Almighty who created, if you believe in the Trinity, the God, the Father, the Son, they said they know everything. But when it comes to one thing, Jesus Christ said something. He said, look, I can tell you all things, but when I will come, the Father have kept it from me. Because God maybe knows that if he discloses to Jesus Christ loved mankind. He might disclose them. And Holy Spirit is who is meant to teach us all things, but also give us some hint. So God might have kept that secret. The day of a certain coming is a secret.
Okay.
Therefore, it means that all of us have to keep secrets.
Okay. Do you need a witness to keep a secret?
No. A secret is not shared even between two people.
So how then can you say later that, was supposed to be a secret?
You see, you must first find out whether something is a secret or not. Once something is confidential, depending upon the relationship. So we have what we call confidential. We have types of secrets, especially when it starts to start off types of secrets. We have state secrets. As state secrets, it's called official secret. There are certain things I can tell you. They are so confidential. That's why cabinet goes and swears oath. The judiciary, they swear oath. Ministers swear oath because they are sitting secret.
Yeah, but most of the time, some of these informations are leaked to the media.
Those ones that are leaked are not too much confidential. I can tell you there are certain informations, if they are to disclose it, Ghana cannot stay together. They are deep official secret. We keep it to ourselves. Then we have what we call business secret, trade secret. You know, you are in competition. Joy FM, you are in competition with other stations. So you may meet and then you may discuss.
Why are you not mentioning Joy News?
Joy News. So Joy News. You are competing with other stations. You may meet as a team to discuss how to outwit your opponent. Then all of a sudden one of the workers goes and discloses it. Trade secret. Then we have matrimonial secret. Matrimonial secret. The secret that between man and woman. Whatever you tell your husband, it should be kept secret. You cannot even be compared in court to go and disclose everything that your husband has said, because you see, in marriage you must have confidence and trust in each other. Then we have client,
as in customer.
Yes, lawyer client's relationship is secret. Doctor patient's relationship is secret. You see, the priest and the congregant relationship is secret. So you must.
How about the counselor?
It's also secret.
And the couple or the people who want to get married.
They are also governed by the confidential law of confidence, secret, because if your medical is in history, it's a secret. So you see, when you keep secret, then you are being law abiding. Then you don't go out and disclose confidential information. The failure to disclose if you disclose confidential information without justification, you'll be guilty of breach of confidence.
Oh, so you can take somebody on, you can take the person to court.
Money. If you disclose my relationship, for example, sexual relationship. If I make a love with a woman, that woman should not go and tell somebody how my thing looked like.
Okay.
I should not also go and describe how the girl behaves in bed, because we did it in secret.
So if somebody does that, you can sue them?
It's a serious criminal.
But how do you prove it?
He discloses it to a third party. You confront a third party and you get information. That's your evidence.
So the third person must be willing to testify.
Yes, testify. Yes, definitely. So that's the it's breach of confidence. You go to
but
court.
You know, usually when people are telling you, you know, if they are saying something about someone, they expect you to also keep it in secret. So they would usually say, keep it all. He said I shouldn't tell anyone. Or so if that kind of agreement is reached, even before I disclose to you what the person said,
yes, that's,
can you still take me on?
That's where we move on to the defenses of breach of confidence. For example, if somebody want to sue you for disclosing confidential information, then there are certain defenses you can put out there. For example, the information you are thinking that is secret is already in the public domain. You come to tell me something you think that people are not aware of. And then secondly, if you have agreed that I can disclose it, you make a statement. I make a statement that maybe I'm a womanizer. I just told you that me and Lampa are a womanizer. You say, hey, are you sure? So, Mike, so Lampa will go out, so we can go. I will become popular. You see, and then we have others we can talk about if it will prevent crime and disorder, certain confidential information. If you go and disclose it, because it will help to expose crime, and then prevent disorder, it's allowed. So there are defenses.
How about the journalist who is getting a certain information, confidential information somewhere? He doesn't want to disclose the source. Can you be ever compelled to?
You see, the court can compel you, but it's up to you not to disclose it and to face the consequences. So we have journalistic sources. You know, journalists have their sources. They have to protect their source, and the more you protect yourself, the more you'll be trusted with more information. So when you are protecting the source, and then it gets to a stage where you are being dragged to court because you have breached confidence, and the person thinks that, look, you need to, maybe it's a state secret, you have disclosed, and the state is asking you to disclose the source, you refuse to go. You can go to court. The court will ask you to disclose. You tell the judge that you are ready to face the consequences than to disclose. So the judge may fine you or sentence you 3 months. But when you keep it, the good news is that it will let your source always trust you.
Yeah.
So journalists it's better to always to keep confidence.
But isn't this law a bit very difficult to prove in courts?
No, it's not difficult at all.
Because the point is, if you told me a secret and it is out there, you suspect that I told someone else and the person told someone else, so I leaked the secret. But what if I tell you that I didn't?
You enter into a room with a lady after making laugh. Then the lady's friend gets to know. Now it's telling somebody that, oh, this is how Layampa's thing look like, or this is how Layampa behaves. And then I get the information from that lady friend. And then I got to know that it is you, because apart from you, the two of us were the one in the room, secret. So it's only you who can disclose it. With that information, I can go to court and say that you have disclosed a confidential information. But you see, when it comes to confidential information, one thing that I have to educate the public about is that the confidential information is only between married couples. Boyfriend, girlfriend, you don't have confidential information. Yes, between man and woman, if you are in a relationship, be very careful. It is only your sexual relationship which is a secret. But your other relationship, they are not secret. So you need to be very careful how you disclose information. And you realize that anybody who keeps secret will be trusted. Anybody who keeps secret will have divine favor. Anybody who keeps secret will be promoted. Anybody who keeps secret will you get closer to kings and queens. You know, the presidency has to speak.
Is that there?
Yes. The president. The president is a human being. Let's take the president. The president is a human being. If you get closer to the president have his pedestrian lifestyle and his WhatsApp lifestyle. Do you know what's WhatsApp? When he's not in the Flaster house, the way he will talk when he's addressing is different from. So the president can confide in you. Charlie, what's up? Then you go out and say, oh, the president have been meeting me. And this. When the president found out that you have disclosed such information, he will refuse to go out with you and disclose. That is why you always have to keep secret. And tell me the one who is trusted with information, and I'll tell you the one who can keep secret. There are some, when they have secret, then they have headache. It's like they want to disclose.
Yeah.
It is evil. Your employer and employee.
Is that what the law says?
Yes, the law says so. The law says that when there's a confidential information given to you, especially at your workplace, as you work here, any secret at this place is confidential. So the employer and employee relationship is a secret. So I'm just throwing the warning to secretaries who go and work for your boss. And if your boss is a womanizer, it's your problem. If your boss, there are 10 girls who come to visit the boss, and you sit down there and your duty is to pray and then go and tell people that, oh, my boss, you call the boss wife. Say, madam, what is happening at the office?
Oh, can the boss sue the secretary for that?
Yes, you sue for that. Because the boss-secretary relationship is confidential. You came to work. You didn't come to gossip. You were not there to expose the secret. And every job has a secret. If you come to my chambers, there's a secret.
Yeah, but this law, is not within any contracts that you put your signature on.
It is.
So how then can somebody hold you accountable?
You see, there is a difference between agreement. This is what we call tortious act. Tortious act means that it's a wrong. A wrong, you don't enter into agreement with wrongful acts. So
this is an unwritten law?
It's a law imposed on you, not because you agreed. It's an imposition of the law. The law says that don't wrong your neighbor, and don't wrong your neighbor. One of the ways you wrong your neighbor is to disclose the secret. So you don't need to enter into agreement. But in some instances, you enter into contractual agreement. For example, contract of employment. When it's signed, in one of the clauses will say that don't disclose any confidential information. So
I think there's even a whole sheet which is confidential. It's titled something confidential.
Confidential,
and
yes.
Then
yes.
and then you read and you sign.
So we have the ones that are written and others ones are unwritten. But you must be guided. You see, the way you get information even will tell you whether the person wants to keep it secret. For example, I'm lecturing in a class and you're a student, and after lectures I call you and tell you, I'm traveling outside the country. I'll come next week. The way I parted with the information will tell you that I don't want anybody in the class to know that I'm traveling. So I've given you a confidential information. If the next day I find out that everybody is saying in the class now, Layampa CO2 coin, I'll hold you responsible. Because I parted the information in such a way that you should know that I was holding it. You have to hold it in trust.
Okay. So you took us to church. So let me stay in church for a while. Just for a short while. If a pastor preaches in church, can you rebroadcast his message?
Yes, because the message is the public domain now. It's in the voice he's preaching. But if you want to replay it, you need his consent. Because maybe there are certain things that he said that he doesn't want it to go outside. But once you are preaching Your message is in the public domain. You see, but the difference between the person telling that, look, the message I'm preaching is confidential. I don't want you to go out. If you want to go, I'll seek my permission. Then it's like you are recording. If you record somebody, you are breaching the law of confidence.
If I record you without your knowledge,
you are violating my privacy, my right to privacy. My voice. If you record me without knowledge, you have to pray that what you've recorded connotes some criminality. It means that I've said something that is criminal. But if that thing is not criminal, you are violated my right, because you don't have the right to record me without my consent. But if what I've said, I'm saying it to go and commit crime, then you have your defense. Your defense is that, yes, I recorded you, I violated your right to privacy, but because the information have criminality element in it, then that will be my defense. Okay.
Let me just quickly go to Facebook, because some of you have posted your messages on facebook.com/Joy News on TV. This one's for Baba Musa and Tamale. He says, I think to the extent that I can talk myself, my doctor has no business in such a disclosure, my view, because the question we put there is, should your doctor tell your wife or your husband you're very sick, or you must do it yourself? What are your rights if your doctor, lawyer, or lover breaks the confidentiality code? And Jeffrey Opari says, I think you should do it personally, because you guys know how to do things better than that of the third party. So the doctor, under no circumstance, can the doctor tell your partner something about you?
No.
If you have AIDS, for instance, can the doctor tell you?
One of the ethics of their profession is that they have to keep confidence. You see, the patient might come to you as a doctor with that confidence that whatever is disclosing to you, you are keeping it a secret.
So what if that person is my daughter? I mean, you are the patient.
Yes.
Your wife is my daughter. And there's something about you that could kill my daughter.
Then you have to be professional. You should still keep it a secret. You should keep it a secret.
This is difficult.
Yes, it's difficult. So that is a difficult situation. Then you have a conflict of interest. You want to protect your daughter, but at the same time, your profession says so. That you should keep
How about the marriage counselor who goes to talk about my issue in public? Doesn't mention my name, but I know that he's talking about me.
It's very difficult for you to sue the person because he has not mentioned your name. So nobody knows who is.
But everything that he's saying, I know is me.
Unless
he's saying a couple, yes, they were having difficulties, came to me and blah, blah. And I know he's talking about me.
Unless the innuendo in such a way that it can lead people to think that it's you. If he gives information that maybe he works at this station, he's even a choir, and then everything is leading to show that it's you, then you have a case. Then you can sue. Because it means that he has referred to you. But if he failed to do so, then you don't have a cause of action.
So these actions, they can result in what? You getting a certain amount of money?
Compensation, yes. If somebody discloses a confidential information and without lawful justification, you can go to court and sue the person for breach of confidence. And what is very disheartening is those who post nude pictures, people who make love and then put it on the net. They are all breaching the law of confidence. Because the woman or man trusted you before he or she went naked. And when you were in the room, you even closed the door. Some of them even open the system. They say, you keep it there. So when you disclose these information and put out there, it's a serious offense. It's a criminal offense and a civil wrong. And those who have suffered this should not only report to the police, but seek a service of a lawyer for the lawyer to sue for breach of confidence.
So say you're not married, but you're lovers. Do you also have, per this law, should you also be keeping secrets? Or?
Yes, your secret, the law limits you as to your confidential relationship. Your sexual relationship will be kept secret.
Okay.
And then certain informations that the person gives you, if it has an element of confidentiality, so you also have to keep it a secret. So the court will be looking at case by case and the fact by fact. You'll be looking at whether the information that was given to you has an element of secrecy. If it has an element of secrecy, then you have to keep it a secret.
Yeah, but who determines that there's an element of secrecy in there?
It will be the court of law. Because you present your case and the court will say that, how was it imparted to you? How did you get the information? And what's the
But you see, if you battle an issue of secrecy in court, you will be broadcasting it then.
Or at times you can seek the leave of the court to hear the matter in chambers. Say, my lord, this is so confidential that we don't want it to be heard in public. So can we hear it in your chambers? That's your room. And then that alone, you have a situation where the lawyers and the parties will be there. Previously, we were having divorce cases in judges' chambers. So your lawyer has no right to disclose certain confidential information. Your client should come and tell you everything, the things that they tell us.
So you can sue your lawyer for telling people your secret?
If a lawyer decides to disclose a client's confidential information, that lawyer is doomed. You can sue and take about 3 billion, 4 billion, 5 billion. That is why, even as a lawyer, you have to warn your staff and your secretary. Because maybe a client comes to you and decides that you want to make a will. You draft it and give it to your secretary. And whilst your secretary is typing, he gets to know the content of the will. He goes and discloses it. It's bringing a lot of problem to the chambers. So we need to conscientize people that, look, learn to keep secret. Keeping secret is divine. And learn to know the law of confidence. And know that every relationship has secret. And you don't disclose it. Those who are working with the state institutions, they're state secret.
Okay. All right, Lawyer Ampao, we'll leave it here, but I want to wrap up with this one. Do people in love have the right to keep secret from each other? Atom Brown says, trust no man except to God. And Abdullah Abdul Razak says, no, it will create more problems. On that note, I want to say thank you, Dr. Ampao, for being a part of this one.